The EV war just got a whole lot more interesting. For years, the Tesla Model 3 has been the go-to electric sedan. Fast, efficient, minimalistic, and backed by Elon Musk's empire, it became the best-selling EV on the planet. But now, Mercedes-Benz has shown up with a new weapon, the 2026 CLA, and it's not just aiming to compete, it wants to take the crown. So, how does the all-new Mercedes CLA stack up against the latest Tesla Model 3? Today, we're going deep. Performance, design, tech, charging, price. We're comparing everything. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which EV deserves your money. Let's start with the design, because let's face it, cars like these are as much about style as they are about substance. The Tesla Model 3 recently got a facelift in 2024, often referred to as the Highland Update. It sharpened up the lines, gave it sleeker headlights, and refined the minimalist look Tesla is known for. It's clean, futuristic, and unmistakably a Tesla, but it's also familiar. We've seen this silhouette for years now. Now enter the 2026 Mercedes CLA, and wow, this car looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie, but still very much Mercedes. Sharp edges, slim LED lighting, a coupe-like roofline, and a bold front that's all electric. It's built on the brand new MMA platform, which Mercedes says will be the base of its next-gen EVs. Mercedes even calls it the electric hypermealer. And when you see it in person, it has more of a luxury presence than the Model 3. No doubt, Tesla looks clean, but the CLA feels premium. Step inside, and the differences get even more clear. The Model 3 has one of the cleanest interiors in the entire auto industry. One giant center screen, no instrument cluster, barely any buttons. For some people, it's heaven, like driving an iPad on wheels. For others, it's a little too minimal. Still, it works. Tesla's UI is fast, responsive, and packed with features like Netflix, YouTube, games, and even fart sounds. Seriously. But the CLA? This is where Mercedes shines. You're greeted by the new MBUX Super Screen. Not just one, but 3 displays under a single glass panel stretching across the dash. There's a dedicated passenger screen, beautiful ambient lighting, and real materials like recycled leather and aluminum. It feels premium without being over-designed. And yes, Mercedes now uses its in-house MB.OS system. Faster, smarter, and fully integrated with their own apps. It supports TikTok, Zoom, and even has a AI-based voice control. This one's pretty simple. If you want luxury and a richer in-car experience, the CLA wins. But if you love minimalism and tech performance, Model 3 still holds its ground. All right, now let's talk numbers, because EV buyers love performance. The updated Tesla Model 3 long range does 0 to 60 in around 4.2 seconds. And if you go for the performance model, which Tesla is teasing for 2025, you'll likely get that down closer to 3 seconds flat. That's sports car territory, and it's not just fast in a straight line. With the recent suspension and steering updates, it's also way more composed on twisty roads. Now, the Mercedes CLA isn't trying to win drag races, but it's still quick. Mercedes hasn't confirmed final performance specs yet, but the concept version used a rear-mounted 235 horsepower motor with a 0 to 60 around 6 seconds. Not blistering, but more than enough for daily driving. And Mercedes is expected to offer dual-motor AWD versions later. But here's what sets the CLA apart: efficiency. Mercedes says it gets up to 750 kilometers, 466 miles, of range on the European WLTP cycle, thanks to a battery that's under 80 kilowatt hours. That's incredibly efficient. EPA estimates will be lower, but still impressive. This comes from tech borrowed from their ultra-efficient Vision EQXX concept. Tesla's range? Around 341 miles, 550 kilometers, WLTP for the long range. Still great, but Mercedes seems to be doing more with less battery. So, if speed is your priority, Tesla wins. If efficiency and engineering matter more, CLA takes it. Charging is a huge part of the EV experience. Tesla has the biggest advantage here. The supercharger network is fast, reliable, and widespread. The new V4 chargers can deliver up to 250 kilowatts. And with Tesla opening the network to other brands thanks to NX becoming the new US standard, the Model 3 remains the most convenient EV to charge across North America. Mercedes is catching up though. They've partnered with companies like Ionity in Europe, and in the US, they're building their own charging network starting in 2024, aiming for 10,000 high-power chargers by 2030. The CLA supports 800-volt charging, which means you could go from 10% to 80% in under 300 minutes, 30 minutes, provided you find the right charger. So today, Tesla wins in charging infrastructure, but Mercedes is serious about catching up. Let's talk money. The 2024 Tesla Model 3 long range starts at around $47,000 in the US before incentives. And with federal tax credits and state programs, you could bring that down significantly. The 2026 Mercedes CLA hasn't announced exact pricing yet, but insiders expect it to start around $50,000 to $55,000, depending on trim. It's a premium EV, but Mercedes may undercut higher-end Model 3 trims to stay competitive. Plus, if it qualifies for EV incentives, that could bring it closer to Tesla territory. Still, Tesla's mature production and economies of scale help keep its price lower, especially for entry versions. Tesla is way ahead on software, and it shows. The Model 3 has the best over-the-air update system in the industry. New features, improvements, even games get pushed regularly. Autopilot and full self-driving beta, now called FSD supervised, are the closest you can get to hands-free driving, even if it's still not fully autonomous. Mercedes is stepping up though. They're the first company in the US to get Level 3 approval for their Drive Pilot system, meaning it can drive without you watching the road, but only in limited highway situations. That's a huge step forward, and the CLA will likely come with this feature in the future. But as of now, Tesla's FSD works in way more conditions and is updated constantly. So let's wrap this up. If you're all about speed, software, charging, and affordability, the Tesla Model 3 is still the king. It's proven, it's fast, and it's backed by Tesla's unmatched EV ecosystem. But if you want a next-gen luxury experience, incredible efficiency, stunning design, and you're okay being a little ahead of the curve, the 2026 Mercedes CLA could be your dream EV. This isn't just a Tesla killer, it's a sign that legacy automakers are finally catching up. And for you, the buyer, that means more choice, better tech, and real competition. So, which one would you choose? Tesla or Mercedes? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep EV breakdowns, just like this one.